So, you guys have a variety of characters here.
Yes.
The only one I need to explain why in the hell they're here is she's Cory's character. Who's a pilot, bad luck.
He's in hiding. And he happened to be hiding in the room where the lady died.
That would drastically change this campaign. I'm actually going to say...
That would be some serious
You're
bad
staying
luck.
with your friend Howard Donovan, who lives next door to the house where a murder took place.
Was she shot?
You're not sure. You'll find out as we progress.
If she was shot, he could have taken a wing. It's like,
You're sleeping on the couch, passing the night away. You hear dog barking somewhere. Wakes you up. What would you like to do? You're in Reignsborough. You just got out on bail. You're awaiting trial in Chicago, at which point you, of course, left town. Because you knew, no, I'm not going to get on that one. So long, bail deposit. Hello, plane.
Didn't fix it. It was fixed.
You escaped down on your plane. So you're sleeping on the couch. It's the middle of the night. You've just been woken up by a dog barking. Sounds like it's coming from next door.
Alright. Guess I'll go take a look.
Look out the window. You don't see anything going on. Just loud barking. Head back to your couch. Throw a pillow over your head, see if you can get back to sleep. Try to sleep a bit more. You hear something like bump, like a thump coming from outside. Then you hear what sounds like water, like someone using a hose.
Hell? Middle of the night.
Sounds like someone's doing gardening next door.
Alright. I'm gonna call 911 and file a noise complaint.
Calling 911 to file a noise complaint?
Or
All right.
whatever it is that
You
does
dick. Yeah, don't tie up that line. My neighbors are like really loud.
There's a non-emergency line
Do
for a
you
reason.
know what emergency means, sir?
Well, it's someone
what is
does
the
that,
non-emergency
right?
line? I don't...
It's just the police's phone number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you can Google it.
Yeah.
Well, the non-emergency line will...
Sure. Calling in a noise complaint. About 20, after being on hold for approximately 20 minutes, speaking from experience, you're connected to someone who requests your name and address, at which point, what do?
Here's a hint.
Hi, is this the pizza place?
No, this is the Reignsborough Police Department.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's wrong number.
Huh?
After you said, I would like to file a complaint.
Stupid.
Real quick.
There.
Well, wait,
dude.
aren't you staying with someone? Yeah, real quick. You're staying with somebody whose address is the address. There's a name and a place you can give that are not identifying to you.
Yeah, well, I'm here.
It's fine.
Alright,
What are you doing?
I'm gonna walk
Granted,
over and see what's going on
Calling the
myself.
cops would not have helped in this situation.
Well, yeah, probably not, but...
Heading over around the fence to the other side of the road, you can see around the side of the house. You can see the first thing that happens is you're walking just past the alley, sort of alleyway between the two houses. Is your feet go splash. It's dark. You're not really sure what you stepped in.
Well, someone was hosing. I'll continue walking.
Hopefully, nothing untoward is at work here.
It's gonna be real bad.
You head over to the ground. You don't see anyone who might have been using a hose. Looks like they were using it in this alley, though.
Luckily, shoe prints aren't, like, super identifying.
They just don't have a database of shoe prints currently. They can still match them.
Pretty sure at that point shoes were just flat.
Yeah, like,
soles?
they're not,
Some of
like...
them were,
But they're not, like, identifying shoe
Still
prints.
got sizes, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, heading around to the front door. You find the front door of this house is unlocked.
Oh, weird.
I love how you're just jumping into this.
Just
Keep digging, buddy.
keep it going.
Don't feel you have to.
I want to roll sense trouble.
You should probably do that.
5.
Do you think walking into someone else's house in the middle of the night is a bad idea?
People could get shot by shotgun.
I'm gonna turn around.
Alright.
The most amazing set of footprints. It's like, nope.
Yeah.
The set going away are backward steps.
Just like, you can tell it's like a slow back
And then it just leads off to a Denny's.
Leads out to the Waffle House at the end of the corner. Scrolling back, you hear like footsteps, like somebody walking. Just like on the other side of the street, you can see somebody wandering along. Go around the corner out of sight.
Going around the corner. Alright, I'm going back to bed.
You head back to your friend's house. Splash, 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 splash.
Get some light to figure out what the hell.
There's water all over the alley.
Okay.
It looks like somebody was washing the alley for some reason.
Totally assumed it was a pool of blood.
Same.
That would be hilarious.
Like, that's why
Bloody footsteps.
No, that's what I mean. I was like, that's what I was thinking the whole time.
Like, think about how much blood you need to pull that off.
Oh, yeah.
You head back inside. Do you take your shoes off before you go in the house?
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be hilarious. Just ruin his carpet. Put your feet up on his couch. It's covered in mud. Never invited back. Go back to sleep. You're woken up by the sound of a woman screaming. It's light out. Seems to be morning.
Hey, Howard, you awake?
Howard has come down the stairs. Fuck was that?
Woman was screaming. You have your gun?
It's upstairs.
That's the first thing you ask.
He has a point of Cthulhu mythos, sir.
Oh, okay, good points. I will concede that.
He's more than a little paranoid. I will point out it has been a year. It is currently August 1932. So you can set your stability to full. Your sanity remains where it is.
Well, I never took any loss of it.
You never took stability loss?
No, sanity loss.
Oh, okay.
But you should take one for Cthulhu Mythos?
No, it's only if I spend it.
Yeah, if he spends it, he loses one immediately.
Got it.
It also caps how high his sanity can possibly be.
Oh,
Which
really?
means your sanity is actually 9.
Just like in...
It's 10 minus your Cthulhu Mythos rating. Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Which means you're boned once you reach 10 games.
You
won't live that
don't
long.
gain a point of Cthulhu Mythos in every game.
I think you're also only allowed to gain up to 4 or something. There's a max to it.
Probably.
Like I was reading in the book.
I would assume there's some sort of maximum to it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Normally you only get it by reading Mythos tomes. I just decided it made sense for you to gain some. On account of you having had your mind invaded by horrible sorcerers.
Also, being inside a Cthulhu monster kind of does that to us.
Your pillars of sanity is every 3, right?
Yep.
Okay.
None of them crumble yet. Anyway, a little while later, a police car rolls up. Officer comes out, wanders up to the front door, knocks. He's looking out the window, you can see. He talks to some woman, looks to be Russian immigrant woman, young. Guy heads inside. Then about an hour later, you 3 turn up. You received a call of a woman having been found dead in 213 Hilbert Street. As I mentioned, it is August 9th, 1932. You know that this house belongs to someone named Eric Calhoun. He's the owner of the Calhoun Rail Company. It is a large house on a quiet street in a fairly well-off part of town. The body was discovered by a housemaid. The screaming alerted neighbors who called the police. Eric Calhoun himself is not presently at home, but you have arrived at the front door. What would you like to do?
Knock, knock. Police?
Police officer opens the door and goes, no.
I knew that. I was testing you. What if I was a gangster?
I was standing behind you, by the way. I'm just holding my bag, and I'm just like, roll my eyes.
See? We could have been thugs. There could have been a gun in that bag.
There is a gun in that bag.
Yeah.
There could have been a gun
what
in
kind
that
of-
bag taken out and now shot you.
What kind of ME doesn't walk around with a gun? I have chemicals in here, man.
There's morphine in here, dude.
See? He has a point.
The officer lets you in. Along with your partner, who takes one look at a blonde woman, approximately. She looks about 20 years old. She's wearing a blue silk dress, white Oxford shoes, fairly nice clothes. One of her shoes has a small splotch of red paint on it. She has a ligature mark on her neck. Evidently, she was strangled. Your partner immediately excuses himself to vomit in the bushes outside, as is his way.
Greenhorn. I was gonna ask.
So, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna take a look at the ligature marks.
Sure.
See if it looks familiar in any way.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty typical braided rope.
Okay.
Something in the relatively higher quality range. Not just like something you buy randomly at a junk store. It's like good quality rope, but definitely rope.
I'm also gonna take a couple paint chips off the shoe.
Sure.
Could I spend a bit of forensics in relation to that paint? See if I can get anything off it? If it is in fact paint?
Determining if it's paint or not, that would be a chemistry spend in the lab. But you can certainly take a sample of it easily enough. As you're examining the body, one thing that becomes apparent pretty quickly. Anybody incidentally can spend forensics, medicine, or evidence collection here.
I have evidence collection.
Sure. Looking around the room, you're sort of ignoring the body at the moment. You're looking around the room, you notice there's no signs of a struggle in this room. There's nothing like broken or anything like that, which kind of perks your interest. You take a look at the body, you notice there's no defensive wounds on her.
Now that was
Evidently she wasn't fighting.
that was a 1 point spent. Is there anything I can get out of a 2 point spent? Okay. So no sign of a struggle.
It's an assassination.
You guys have medicine. 0 point forensics or medicine. While examining the body, you notice that pooling patterns on it indicate that it was moved after death. Examining the body, you're the one doing that currently, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You notice that the back of her legs and her hair have dirt on them.
I guess she was dragged into this house, probably through some grass.
Possibly.
By the pooling, can we tell if she died standing up straight or died lying down?
Pooling is once you're dead and you're lying there, blood doesn't circulate, so it just settles to the lowest point, and it leaves these splotchy bruises.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wouldn't tell you something like that, because it takes like a few minutes for them to form after you're dead.
So it's not like...
If they were pooled at her feet, it would tell you that she was dead and then left standing propped up somewhere for a while, but that's not the case. She was lying down.
Okay. So she didn't hang herself.
Nope. That's definitely not the case. Suicide.
Do any of the three of you have locksmith?
I have 2 points worth of locksmith.
Both of you for 0 points can note that none of the doors or windows appear to have been forced or picked.
That includes windows?
Who owns this house?
Eric Calhoun.
All right.
He may have had connections to the mob.
Yeah, somebody call him. We'll need to talk to him.
The officer will tell you that they tried calling him. There's no answer at his office.
Okay.
I think he's suspect number one at this point.
Exactly.
All right.
There's also the maid, the lady who found the body.
Yes, we should ask her some questions.
You know that her name is Anna Rykov.
Is she a foreigner?
She's a Russian immigrant. Well,
Okay.
daughter of Russian immigrants.
Suspect number one.
All right, guys, I've got it. We found a foreigner in proximity to the body.
Whoa, whoa.
Case
Always the
closed.
husband. Always the husband.
There's not enough data to draw that
Now, Miss Brzezinski,
Trent. It's right.
Miss Rykov, sorry. It's early in the morning for me. Is there anything else you can tell me about how you found the body?
I came in for the mornings for work. The cleaner. I come in once a week to tidy up. I know her though. That's Rebecca Fabler. Her family owns the steel foundry in town.
So she doesn't live here.
No, I've never seen her here before. I can't imagine why she would be here.
The Fabler family.
Yep, the Fabler family.
Okay.
Any of you have assessed honesty?
Yes.
You give a 1 point spend.
Okay.
When Anna said she has no idea why this woman would be in Eric Calhoun's house, she is genuinely baffled why she would be here. Like, more so than you would expect someone to be confused about why a young woman would be in a man's house.
Did Mr. Calhoun have any affiliations with her?
Not that I know of.
Did he have any affiliations with anyone else?
Like other women.
Oh, no.
Anything?
Assess honesty.
Sure.
Anything tawdry?
Definitely not. A certain degree of ironclad certainty of no.
Okay.
Do we know if the Calhouns and her family had dealings in general? Because it's a railroad family plus a steelworks.
You know, the steelworks is the Reignsborough City Foundry.
Yep.
You would imagine the rail probably buys steel from them.
Yeah.
You'd have to actually look into that. So you don't off the top of your head know what their business dealings are.
Yeah.
Who has a credit rating of 4 or higher? Awesome. Looking around this building, this house is not very well cleaned. Anna appears to do the bare minimum of her job. Like, she doesn't clean under furniture, there's things unpolished. Like, she does clean, but not extensive.
When's the last time you saw
Apparently
him?
she's not a great maid.
When's the last time you saw Mr. Calhoun?
Oh, a couple of days ago.
Has he ever spoken about business?
How so?
Now, I know you're not supposed to eavesdrop, but did you ever overhear him talk about anything that might lead us in the right direction? Maybe some sketchy business dealings, maybe some suspicious people who've come around the house?
Why?
This looks mob-related, man.
She seems nervous.
Like, very mob-related. Like, kill anybody who knows mob-related.
Oh, no, nothing like that. As far as I know, he didn't do anything like that. He didn't really take clients here. He spoke to them in his office, I would assume.
Would you be able to direct us to his office?
Yeah, she can give you an address.
Now, were there any footprints around the building or vicinity?
Oh yeah, the officer tells you that there's this mysterious set of footprints that lead from the alleyway to the door, and then just back to the alleyway, and then they disappear in some grass.
Let's check out the
Looks like
alleyway.
a size 11 male.
Yeah, let's
They dusted the doorknobs with prints, but there weren't any.
of course.
Yeah,
Probably just a
obviously he was
peeping
wearing
Tom.
gloves.
Any professional hitman would know that. Or would do that.
All right, alleyway. Let's check that out.
Yeah. Sure. Wait, why are the police
You certainly
dusting for
noticed
fingerprints? Shouldn't I be doing that?
Medical examiner? No.
No. I don't want to be the forensic.
So not a job. Let's be clear, medical examiner is not actually a job in 1932. A coroner in 1932's response to a body is, "Yep, that's a corpse. Just throw it in a bag." And then just sort of drag it out of the house. Throw it in a trunk.
Oh, there's his arm.
Forensics is a minimal thing. But yeah.
So traipsing through a crime scene is perfectly fine. Got it.
Oh yeah, you're all wearing shoes. None of you are wearing gloves. You're all smoking at the crime scene, flicking butts. Right yard. One of you probably raided probably just made a pot of coffee.
No, tea. I got coffee, and then I walked over to the liquor cabinet. Got a little
There
bit.
isn't one. It's prohibition.
Oh right, damn it!
It's a dusty liquor cabinet. Hasn't seen
It's
activity.
full of Moxie soda.
Where's my Bailey's Irish cream?
No, it's full of medicines with instructions on the back that say do not do these things or it may become alcohol, which is illegal to own. Which is some things that people were doing back then.
What you got more of was bottles of alcohol that were labeled as disinfectant. They were required by law to include chemicals that were poisonous, so you couldn't drink them. But there were instructions that, like, do not combine with such and such, because that would separate the poisonous chemical out, and then you would be in possession of illegal alcohol. Totally don't do that, guys. Anyway, heading into the alleyway. The alleyway is unusually clean. Nearby pavements are covered in dust and dirt. It has not rained recently, but the alley is slightly damp. The wall of the house, it's a white stucco kind of building. A patch of the wall in one place is sort of discolored with like a pink color. About 6 foot high, a little bit wide, big pinkish stain.
Could that have been red? Could that be paint?
Possibly.
What would have
Blood,
turned
maybe?
it? What would have turned it pink?
Washing it off may have lightened it?
Yeah, examining, you can see the pink seems to be from bits of something red stuck into the texturing of the stucco. It looks like there was like red paint on this wall, which was then washed off.
Huh.
There are some neighbors around. You can see peering over the fence.
Let's talk to the neighbors.
One looks pretty suspicious. Awfully scruffy.
Hello, you, neighbor man.
Well, no. Well, we're gonna send some.
There's some kids in front of the house playing stickball.
We're gonna get some blue shirts to go door to door. talk to the neighbors.
Yeah, I got O'Toole doing that.
Report anybody suspicious.
But this guy, I want to talk to him.
Yeah.
O'Toole is happy to be doing something that is not looking at a dead body.
That's why I sent him away.
I'll talk to you.
Sir, there is some illegal activity that happened at the building.
Are you wearing a ridiculous false mustache?
I don't. I have my own.
He had one, so he would have to shave his nice baby.
He just shaved the mustache off. The beard is still there.
He's the first neck beard. Yeah.
Was there a painting on this wall?
I've been here for a couple days.
Here for a few days. No,
No,
I wasn't there yesterday.
that wasn't there yesterday.
Okay. Did you hear any suspicious noises last night?
Yeah. At the time, I just thought the neighbors were being noisy. First, I heard a dog bark.
What kind of noisy?
Well, there was like a dog barking. There was a couple occasional thumps.
Thumps?
You know, like
the sound of someone knocking something over.
yeah, it's like some knocking something over.
Okay.
It sounded like someone was using a hose.
Hose.
Yeah,
Could you go into detail about that?
it sounded like someone was running water. It was like gardening at this age of the
In the
night.
middle of the night?
Yeah.
They were probably trying to wash something off the walls. Anything else happen?
No, that's most of the way. Yep.
Hey, did you happen to see anybody?
0 point
leave-
evidence collection spend. Or 0 point assess honesty spend. He seems nervous.
I was gonna walk up to you like, hey, this guy is real. I don't like his face. You should bring him in for questioning at the.
0 point evidence collection. He has
Station.
size 11 shoes.
You should bring him in for questioning at the station.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
Saying what you should do. I'm not
Don't
saying you
tell me
have
how to do
it.
my job, nerdlinger.
Arrogance is his drive.
This is true.
Oh, there was one thing. I went out to investigate. I saw that the door was unlocked, so it seemed too dangerous. I didn't want to go in.
And you didn't call the cops?
I did.
And what?
I was caught.
I love how I don't even have to do anything.
No,
He
for
just
bad luck.
aids himself into a corner.
Yeah.
I was on hold for
He's like auto bad luck.
20 minutes. So I think I might have gotten the wrong number.
Is there a drive poor judgment?
But this is the important part of what I was trying to mention, though. On my way back, I saw a figure running off right over there.
Assess honesty. Did he actually see this?
He seems to have seen someone. You think the running part was a lie?
Because I can't remember that description earlier.
I thought it was running.
No, he was just walking.
Just walking.
Okay. Did you see what this person looked like?
Far, it was dark.
Man, woman, tall, short,
Probably a man
fat, rotund.
wearing a suit, fedora. So literally any male in 1932.
It could be practically anybody.
It was dark. He was across the street. Hard to say.
Okay.
About 6 feet tall.
Oh crap, I've just gone through his description. It's me! I'm the killer!
We all fit that description. See? Look, hat, 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 hat.
No, I'm not wearing a hat.
I'm gonna take this body down to the.
Are you hatless outside during daylight hours, sir?
What are you, drunk?
You were immediately arrested for disturbing the peace.
This is taking a little long. I'm gonna take the body out of here before it starts decomposing.
Putrefying.
Yeah. So, bye.
No, we have to wait for rigor mortis to set in. That way it's easier to carry.
And nothing in
Hard
the
to get in the bag.
nothing in the room was knocked over, was it? Okay. Well, so there's something about the paint. Now, we know it was washed off. We know somebody left the premises. We know that this person didn't die here. They were placed. It obviously wasn't a suicide. I believe now we should talk to the...
Could have been. It could have been a suicide that someone then put here.
So, shall we check out the foundry or the rail station first?
I say Calhoun's office.
You're right. Let's speak to Calhoun.
I dropped the body off at the freezer.
Anybody have oral history?
I do.
Do you want to spend a point, or do you want a 0 point spend?
1 point.
Sure. Other neighbors were complaining about Calhoun's dog barking in the middle of the night. They did note it was Calhoun's dog from this house.
Okay, so
the dog is
Traveler's
currently in the
dog.
backyard. It's been, chained to a post.
Is it wounded in any way?
Nope. One of the neighbors will mention that they heard the gardener watering the plants. They suggest you ask him whatever happened. He's one of those shiftless Negroes. It's probably him what did it.
Yeah.
Yep. You learn that the gardener is apparently named Walter Graves.
Well, it could have been the Rusky.
Ruski could be.
Please, you can use a racial epithet. Use it right.
For the spend, as you're making your way back from talking to some of the neighbors, you hear some kids in front of the house are playing stickball, or they were, and are currently arguing. One of them is adamantly insisting that he saw a ghost, and the others are telling him he is full of shit.
Yeah.
When you arrived, they were playing just in the front yard. Now they appear to have stopped playing and are arguing about something.
Yeah.
Kids, could you tell me about this ghost?
Yeah, I saw him just a minute ago. He was right there, mister. I was like, no, he wasn't. You're full of crap, boy.
What did this ghost look like?
He was a tall guy, kind of fat, with one of them stupid hats. Not like your stupid hat, a different kind of stupid hat.
Just keep talking, kid.
We were playing, and I hit the ball, and you can see they're just playing with like a big bright red rubber ball, and, a broom handle. Proper stickball etiquette. Yep. Apparently he hit the ball, and it flew through a guy walking down the street. Like, it should have hit him, but it went through him and hit the wall behind him. And all the other kids are telling him he's a big fat liar.
So-
and that he just missed the guy.
Was this
then
man
he
just
went around the
walking away, or was he watching something?
He was walking away. He was watching, I don't know. He was standing over there, and then he wandered off.
Okay.
He went down that alleyway. The other's like, I didn't see no guy.
Yeah, well, kid, ghosts don't exist. I walked
Said
down
the
the
guy
alleyway.
with a point of a cult.
No, ghosts don't exist. He was probably a trans-dimensional hologram from another dimension.
Transdimensional from another dimension.
I don't know.
That seems redundant, sir. He was probably just a harmless time traveler. Alright. Several of the kids start scuffling with each other, fighting.
Was that alleyway the one that had the paint?
No, it was like across the street. Apparently it was someone who was just observing the field of police cars in front of the house and then wandered away.
Okay.
I'm going to take
Maybe.
a quick look down that alleyway.
Yeah.
Sure. Heading over that way, you can see some footsteps here in the dust on the street. Look like pretty typical prints. Around down the alley, you don't see anyone.
Can we follow the prints?
They pretty much end after a while.
Alright.
Well, that's a dead end. Damn kids was probably giving us a joke anyway. Piece of shit.
With the 0 point occult spend, ghosts don't usually leave footprints.
See, couldn't have been a ghost.
Yeah.
I know ghosts.
Does anyone want to spend a point of occult?
I'll spend a point of occult.
Sure. Animals tend to freak out in the presence of supernatural entities. And Calhoun's dog went nuts sometime around the time the body was
See,
found here.
one of the guys I busted was like a witch or a magician or something. He would always babble about this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, I remember. You told me about this guy.
Yeah,
Harry
the nutter.
Perchance.
Yeah, he carved things onto his forehead.
Did you say Barry Perchance?
Perry Perchance.
Yeah, he's in a sanitarium somewhere. This is the alternate dimension he wound up in after he tried to escape hell. He's terrified. His magic doesn't work here. Every time he tries to cast a spell, his hands just turn into cobras, which is not that far off what his spells normally do. But the weirdness is the consistency of it.
Well, the problem is the cobras rebelled.
I was gonna say the weirdness is every time he casts a spell, the same thing happens. That's never happened before. Consistency? What's this bullshit? Anyway.
So, maybe this is a ghost. Because animals tend to freak out with ghosts if ghosts are actually a thing, which I doubt they are. Let's go to Calhoun's office.
Sure. You make your way to the Calhoun Rail Company offices. Do you bring this guy along on the basis that he's currently a suspect? Since you know he
Why are
wandered
you in
over
my
to the house.
car?
Oh.
Far be it from you to suggest reasons why the party should remain in a group, but you would have a vested interest if they suspected you of murder of trying to prove you are not in fact a murderer.
One of the guys shoved me in here. He didn't like the look of my face.
This guy.
Then he had a damn good reason.
Please tell me you just stuck him in the back of the squad car next to a corpse in a bag.
Yeah. We're gonna swing. We gotta swing by the refrigerator, guys. Throw this thing in deep freeze.
Well, look, we're going to need another pair of hands. We're in an investigation right now, so don't spit anywhere.
Let's
That'll
not-
get all over the evidence.
I just don't like his face. He looks like a murderer.
It'll make the arrest easy if that's actually the case.
He looks like he's seen some shit.
Also, the investigating officer does ask your name. What name do you give?
I'll look at a car.
Buick Ford Chrysler.
Buick Ford Chrysler. Anything to do with the Chryslers?
Mercedes.
Car.
Audi.
Up. No,
Town.
No, he
Carter
said-
Upton. Fuck.
Peter Griffin.
Shit. Do you do that? Nice.
Oh. Alright.
You think his name is Carter Uptown?
Hard turn up.
What are you
town.
at?
I heard,
Hippies don't exist
I heard
yet.
about somebody who sounds a little bit like you. Similar name. Was involved in some weird stuff out in Chicago.
Some sort of mass murder in Chicago.
Yeah, it was weird. I knew a guy who lived out there too. Died.
Well, we all knew people in Chicago.
Well, there was a suspicious number of people in Chicago who died mysteriously in a collapsing meat factory.
Oh, I didn't give a shit about that.
I knew a guy. Part of the practice. Come on.
Went to school with him. Anyway, so are you coming along?
I don't think I have a whole lot of
perhaps
choice
being
right
thrown
now.
in a car.
He is coming along forcibly.
Well, he's now handcuffed to the seat, so yeah.
Do you drop off body to morgue?
Drop off the body.
Probably drop off your various forensic samples.
Throw it in the deep freeze.
You just chuck it on a table. Hey, you, put that in a fridge. Cut on lunch right now. I'll do it later.
No, we hand the body to O'Toole and tell him to take it into the building. The head lolls out of the bag.
Why didn't you zip it up, sir? Oh, God.
That's not my job.
What do I look like, a zipperologist? I'm a doctor, not a zipper puller.
Damn
But
it,
it
Jim.
would take literally 2 seconds. 2 seconds I don't have. Anyway, eventually, you guys arrive at the Calhoun Rail Company's offices. It is part of a little small office complex, which is not unusual for a rail company in 1930, because rail companies aren't doing as well as they did in the booming 20s, when there weren't cars. Making your way into the front door, there's a quite old woman. Looks like she's about 65, sitting behind her desk, currently working on a typewriter. Oh, hello. She has a big rosary chain around her neck with a big cross on it.
Hi, we were.
She has a little statue of Jesus on her desk.
Hi, we were hoping to have an appointment with Calhoun. It's very important.
Oh, he's not in right now.
Is there any way to contact him?
You could try calling us home.
We've already been to his home.
I don't know where you might be. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Ruffles around in her desk, fumbling around for stuff.
Ma'am, this is very important. This is police business. Now, he's not necessarily in trouble, but he could help us catch a murderer. But we need to speak to him.
Do you have reassurance?
I do.
No, I get flattery. Can I burn flattery for this?
If you do something to compliment her. She is a 65-year-old woman. She probably doesn't get a lot of compliments anymore.
Got nice gams, Dane.
I'm amazed you still have all your teeth. That is a feat.
What are you,
Some of
inventing
your
negging?
age.
What's going on?
And that shawl, did you knit that yourself?
Are you inventing being a horrible person?
Apparently,
Are you actually complimenting the existence of her teeth?
I can spend a point of reinsurance.
I take it back, yeah.
I have-
He pushes past me to actually talk nice.
Now, They've had a long day, but it is really important that we find
The hell
this
is he
man.
doing here?
Give me a reassurance, but
I don't know. I thought he was with you.
No,
You put him in the car.
he's a suspect. He's not supposed to be here for questioning. What is this?
Well, look, as long as the chief doesn't know, we're fine.
All right, whatever. It's not my job.
Besides, we
you
can
do
cover him
know.
later.
You do know if he lived in the area, he would, for one thing, recognize Calhoun. Maybe you're treating him as a witness.
Damn it, Jim.
/ suspect. You brought him in the car. You're saying you're treating him as a witness. Yeah, we need you as a witness. We don't have anything to technically hold you on, and we don't have a Patriot Act yet, so we're gonna say you're a witness currently.
And have you incriminate yourself.
Police custody. Protective custody.
Oh, well, if it's important, hang on. He ruffles around his desk, pulls out a day planner, starts flipping through it. He doesn't have any appointments today. He should be here. He's not here at home. I don't know where he might be. Do you need to look in his office?
Yes, that would be helpful.
Sure. She will unlock an office. Inside, you can find a desk, a shelf full of ledgers, a chessboard, a potted plant, and a couch.
Okay. I guess library use for going through his ledgers.
Sure. You want to spend 0 or 1?
1.
Accounting would also be useful. If you want to go through ledgers, that's accounting.
Okay. I don't think that's cool.
I
Got it.
You're going through ledgers?
Yes.
All right. 1 point. The various ledgers of the Calhoun Rail Company. You can determine that it has not been doing well in recent years. Its profits have been on the decline. Like all rail businesses, the prevalence of automobiles increases. Recently, however, profits have dropped more drastically. It appears to coincide with the opening of something called Bryson Motors, which is a car manufacturing plant in Reignsborough, which was opened just about a month ago. However, the drop in revenue is more significant than you would expect from even that kind of competition.
I knew it was mob stuff.
Who has a credit rating lower than 2?
Lower than 2.
Yeah. 2 is also acceptable. Sorry, up to 2. 2. Okay. You are the kind of person who actually looks for bargains.
Yeah.
You know that Bryson Motors offers very cheap automobiles.
Yeah.
They're pretty decent. You haven't bought one yet on the basis that if it's that cheap, there's probably something wrong with it.
Yeah.
But you haven't heard of anyone complaining of them exploding or breaking down or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's a 0 point oral history spending. I think you have that right. Yeah. Yeah. You haven't heard anything of like faults or problems with them.
Alrighty then.
Do you want to spend a point of oral history?
It'll be my last point. Do I spend it?
I might save it,
Yeah, I'll save it.
just in case.
Meanwhile, you spent library use?
No, I believe he spent accounting.
Yes. 2 different things. Library use and accounting gets you different information.
Oh.
I'll
Okay.
put the
Do not have
library
library
use.
use.
Sure. You want to spend a point?
Yep.
Alrighty. You take Eric Calhoun's day planner from the secretary and you're flipping through it. You can see a number of business meetings with various clients and partners. There are also a number of golfing appointments with somebody named Fred at the Reignsborough County Club. You were at his residence recently, and you searched his residence. You don't remember seeing any golf clubs there? There also aren't any in the office. You also find his address book, and find that Frederick Pines is the only Fred listed, and you get an address for Frederick Pines. Okay. You also, with the spend, uncover a series of correspondence between Eric Calhoun and Governor Harry G. Leslie, which is the governor of Indiana, which is where you are, regarding Eric's push to have restrictive laws placed on automobile production, sales, and operation, such as requiring more frequent inspections, making licensing mandatory for all drivers, raising taxes on gasoline, etc. All of the notes end with what look like chess moves. The last one says rook to h3. You can see the chessboard in the office. It looks like they're playing chess by post. That last move has been done. So apparently Eric did read this letter before going to wherever he went.
And did this letter get here within the last 3 days?
Yeah, it's post-dated like yesterday.
I'm going to go to the old lady and ask her about Calhoun's golf swing.
Oh, yeah, he went golfing with his friend Fred all the time.
Huh. I never took him for a golfer.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know much about his personal life.
This thing with the...
He played at the Reignsborough Country Club.
Okay.
We should keep an eye on that.
Well, it looks like we're done here. We have 2 options, country club or the foundry?
Yeah, I think there's the steel foundry and the rail factory, I think. Or,
You're at the rail office currently.
okay.
It's the
I would also like
foundry
to note, in my notes, it specifies that the potted plant is unremarkable.
Also, Bryson Motors.
Is it a bowl of petunias?
No.
It's a fern.
I kick the fern.
Falls over, spilling dirt and soil all over the carpet. The secretary scouts
Look, man, you're a loose cannon. I'm sorry, ma'am. I gotta take him out of here. We're going.
That's a good way to exit.
So
Start kicking things over. That's how we'll do
these
it.
letters,
Like, we're done here.
That'll be our code for when we're done.
cryptography help in any way with this?
Just trashing the place.
0 point spend. There does not appear to be any like hidden cipher or anything in them.
I
It does seem. Does anyone have bureaucracy?
yes. Wait, no. I took that away.
It's like wait.
No, I used to. No, sorry, I used to.
Let's see if anything else would possibly work. Counting would probably work. History might work.
I'm on my last point of accounting.
Law.
Law would work. Law would be a 0 point spend.
Okay. 0 point spend on law.
The series of letters between him and the governor, it appears that Eric is trying to get to destroy his competitor from the auto industry by having his friend in the government work favorable legislature to basically strangle out his competition. They appear to be on very friendly terms, and you would get the sense that this is probably not an entirely above-board arrangement in the sense of, here's some money for your campaign fund, give us favorable law kind of thing.
So he's another person we can.
Oh no, they legalized that in America.
Yeah, they did. I didn't say it was illegal, I said it wasn't above board.
So everyone, we got 3 options. We could talk to this mayor,
Governor.
governor. We could
That's a
go-
little bit above our pay grade.
Yeah, that might take a while.
There's the
You
country
could certainly
club.
put a request in.
There's the country club to find Fred.
Yep.
And then there is the steel foundry,
Actually,
because that's connected to the dead girl.
we could also
That
talk
is
to
the
Bryson.
family of the dead girl who has currently not been informed that their daughter is dead.
Yeah, we could also talk to Bryson Motors, but let's go forward with family.
Oh yes. Whom I suspect gets their metal from the foundries.
Yeah, so let's talk to the foundry first, because we need to talk to the family and be like, yeah, you're sorry to tell you this, but we found your daughter.
She dead.
You arrive at a small apartment, knock on the door. A very large, obese man opens the door. What do you want?
Mr.
Do we know her last name?
Fabler.
Mr. Fabler, I am afraid I have some bad news.
Hang on. Hank! You got somebody who wants to talk to you. He leaves. Another even fatter man arrives at the door.
Whoa.
Huh? What?
Mr. Fabler, I believe I have bad
getting-
news about your daughter.
No?
Is he getting any PTSD flashbacks?
Bruh. You know what? Roll stability.
A mystery is afoot.
One. Lose one. There's some uncomfortable memories about that. When the big fat guy shows up, your person's like, he seems real jumpy. You're not sure what his problem is.
Are you gonna tell him?
Someone else.
Oh yeah, I'm basically. I probably had to do this a lot of
Do that
times,
later.
being in the military. Inform someone of their death.
Do you want to spend a point of reassurance?
Yes.
In that case, he does begin crying, blubbering, hugging you, demanding that you tell him that it's not true, and various other appellations. However, he remains cognizant enough to actually speak with you.
Yeah, I say,
Question.
like, as he begs, I go, no, it's true, I've seen it.
She dead.
Yeah, that's the 0 point reassurance spend. She did. Like doornail. Done. Gone. Finito.
Nails in the coffin.
At least she left a pretty corpse.
What the fuck?
Well, there could have been bits of her everywhere.
It's not like someone splattered the wall with her. Not like this one case out in Chicago.
Yeah, there was meat everywhere.
Yeah, the Belgian psychopath. The Belgian bomber.
Huh? No, he did bomb the place.
Yep.
And some other places too.
It was a series of attacks. Although, hang on. You are a serial killer. Because you killed the driver, you killed people in the Bukowski house, and you killed people in Meatpacking. That's 3.
Yeah.
You was officially a serial murderer.
Started off small. Gunshot wound or gunshot to the head.
That's small. Started off small, murder in a public square in the middle of a political rally.
Then burning a house down with
burned down a
multiple
house.
people inside.
Yep. And he blew up a factory.
He's
With
still
many
learning
people
the
inside.
nuances of subtlety.
Not anymore. He's dead.
In police terms, you would refer to that as a degeneration spiral. Anyway,
Is he done with the waterworks? What kind of questions to ask?
he is crying. He's picked up what looks like a drawing of the same woman crying and hugging it.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, that's her.
Well done.
Go up to her. I'm going to him. Sorry, and try and reassure him and get him to calm down and stop crying.
Well, he's spent that.
Okay.
You can talk to him. You just haven't asked him anything.
Okay. He's still. I thought he was still blubbering.
His kid's dead. He's gonna keep crying. That's not gonna stop anytime soon.
People die.
You guys are terrible at this.
I'm a doctor.
You should be better at
my
this.
This is what
an
I see
asshole.
every day.
Yeah, you would make sense for it. Your character's a prick. This guy's a medical corpsman and a doctor.
So I'm gonna step in at this point and go.
Whoa, whoa,
Does
whoa,
your
whoa.
family or your daughter in particular have any enemies or?
Enemies? How could she have enemies? She was the sweetest thing in the whole world.
Any ex-boyfriends?
No, she wasn't like that. She didn't go out with boys. She just liked to puzzles and whatnot.
I was gonna ask a horrible question immediately after you said that. I'm like, ex-girlfriends?
1932, your character probably wouldn't jump to that conclusion, but
So she likes her.
or at least not openly state it. You might be thinking, maybe look in her room.
Like when you say puzzles, like
Oh, she always liked numbers in her mathematics. She used to do a book.
oh.
Did she have any friends? Like, this Calhoun. Does that name mean anything to you?
Oh, no, this Calhoun, not the rail people, right? That guy that owns the railway. Yeah, I know him.
Wait a minute. How nice is his apartment?
This apartment? Not very nice.
I'm guessing it's pretty low class.
I thought they owned
It's
the
still the
steelworks.
Great Depression.
Credit rating score.
No one has a nice apartment. A rail baron lives in a small neighborhood. He has a house.
With our credit rating score, can we determine if there is a massive difference between the quality of her silk dress and the apparent wealth of this family?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Like, their house is, I will point out, it's not like a shitty house. It just is an apartment.
Okay.
It's clean, well maintained.
So, Mr. Papple?
Which son?
Mr. Papple.
No.
Fabler, sorry.
Just goes back to Huggins' picture.
What is this about the Calhouns? Did you know them? Like, what was the connection there?
You have a note section on your sheet, dude.
Character is
I ain't got time for
such
that.
an insensitive asshole.
He will get everyone's name wrong.
Police officers have notebooks.
He's a detective.
Even more so.
More so. Detectives have like 2 notebooks.
Whoa, there's important stuff to put in that.
He's just like drawing Hangman. Horrible. Sorry, what did you ask? Asked him connections between
Yeah.
the rail company.
Seems like you know him.
Or Bryson Motors.
Yeah, he owns the rail company. He bought steel things. I don't know. Just be in the books. They're in Hannah's room. Leave me alone.
Is it okay if we take a look?
He just gestured at you to go do that.
Yeah. I will go do
All right,
that.
thank you.
Poking around in Anna Fabler's room, you can find there's some like drawings on the wall. They look like they were probably done by her. They're just sketches of various people and places. None of them seem particularly notable. It looks like she just liked drawing people when she was bored. You also find a number of little ledgers full of books that just seem to be filled with equations, math stuff. Anybody is mathematics even a skill?
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
Accounting.
You'll probably 0 point accounting, yeah. These are not accounting. These are definitely just mathematics.
Physics?
They appear to be physics, yes. That would be good. These look more like sort of physics and calculations. It looks like she just liked math. I was just having fun doing that.
I guess is what he meant by riddles or puzzles.
Puzzles, yeah. He's a steel worker. He's not so big on the book learning.
Huh.
There's a couple of like textbooks that appear to be well flipped through.
Would it be able to ascertain what these equations are supposedly trying to solve?
Possibly.
Bridge stabilities.
They appear to be a variety of different things. Some of them are fairly well-known mathematical theorems that don't have a known answer. Looks like she's trying stabs at doing them.
Is it Fermat's?
Pi.
Probably on there somewhere. Pi is boring. That. Who wants to calculate pi? That's just a
If
number.
you give a shit about math, you're going to be all over pi.
No. Pi is the pi is the D&D of math. People who don't do a lot of math think it's super important.
D&D
But
4th.
the reality is, deep nerd gamers know D&D isn't that great. Same like deep math nerds don't really think pi is important. It's like outside people think it matters a lot.
Like finding
But
Fermat's
like
last
memorizing
theorem.
huge numbers of pi, most mathematicians would regard that as a waste of time.
Fermat's last theorem, that's
dumb.
like God tier.
Yeah.
Which
Damn
is
that guy.
Okay. So it looks like this dame was pretty smart with numbers.
Yep.
Where's the ledgers?
They're on a shelf. You want to flip through them?
Yep.
Sure. Do you want to spend a point of accounting?
I got one if you need it.
I'll spend it. No, I'll spend it.
Sure. Flipping through these ledgers, you can see that definitely the Calhoun Rail Company does purchase steel from them, as does Bryson Motors.
Yep.
There are a couple of places, deep searching through this for the spend, there's a couple of places where the Bryson Auto purchases, they've been circled, or just a note, like a star has been put next to them. Okay. Flipping through it, you can see, you realize what's going on here is she noticed some oddity in their purchasing, which is that they're purchasing a lot less steel than you would expect a motor car company to need.
Okay.
But you do find a note that's like particularly low numbered, just like a question mark. It looks like the company doesn't buy as much metal as they should need.
I'm gonna stick my head out the door and like, mind if I borrow this ledger?
He cries, I don't care.
Well, you don't need to ask.
How am I gonna tell her mother?
I'm sorry to ask this as well, but we're gonna have to ask you to come down to the coroner's office to identify your daughter's body. Like, we suspect that's who she is.
Don't worry, she's still pretty.
What is wrong with you, man?
Wow. I've seen a lot of mangled corpses in my life, and no parent should see.
I'm gonna cart you out of here. I'm just gonna like.
He's gonna take a swing at you. What's your hit threshold?
4.
4, eh? He misses you. He took a swing at you, missed, stumbled into a wall.
Whoa. Do you want to see a family member turn to hamburger? That is a disgusting
all right.
sight.
We're gonna take him out of here.
Excuse me, I feel like I'm about to take a swing at you, so let's get you out of here.
Yeah, does anyone want to spend reassurance?
I will.
Okay.
No problem.
He does not continue trying to kill you.
Okay.
His response is not to pick up the fireplace poker.
That guy's a jackass, but he's a damn good detective.
He shouts at you to get the fuck out of his house.
I'm not damn good. I'm the best.
He's a damn good detective, but he's a loose cannon.
He tells you to get out of his house.
Yeah, we're getting out of his house.
All right.
Find a flower pot.
No, I am not sullying this man's life anymore.
It appears you will not be having someone come down to identify a body anytime soon.
You've just ruined proper procedure.
Way to go, Jack.
You
Good
just
job,
ruined proper
Jack.
procedure.
Is your last name Ass? Feel like it should be Ass.
Well, my last name is the king. The Roman emperor who built a wall across Scotland because he couldn't conquer it.
I can't have it. No one can. Also, it's like this high.
Yes, it still exists to this day. I've been there.
My assumption is it used to be higher.
And partly is that they used hills and cliffs
Yeah.
as natural parts of the wall.
No. I think, a big problem is people kept stealing bits of it to
Farmers.
build shit. Yeah. It's like the Great Wall of China. There's that town nearby that is primarily comprised of parts of the Great Wall of China. Where would you like to go?
So we have
You've still got the
engine
Country Club, you've got Bryson Automotive, you've got this Frederick Pines guy, whoever he goes golfing with. Yep. I think there was somewhere else you were thinking of.
The governor, but
Governor. Oh, right. The one I dismissed out of hand.
no, it's not.
You'll be the last thing on the list if we don't find other
You can put in a requisition to try and talk to him.
No,
or send
I
him a
say
letter or
Bryson
something.
Motors.
Might as well do that in advance.
You want to shoot yourself in the foot on your career? Go ahead and
I think we
requisition.
should talk to the golf buddy.
All right, sure. I'm the ME.
Because people talk to their golf buddies.
You guys heading over to his house?
Can I check everybody's? No. I'm gonna check everybody's footprints, but like I know whose footprints it is.
Yeah. You've identified that he's the guy who walked over there because he admitted it.
Yeah.
And then admitted to calling the police and then hanging up on them. Your dispatcher mentions, yeah, there was some guy who called and said he wanted to report a noise complaint. Then asked if this was a pizza parlor and then hung up.
What's
I
pizza?
assumed he was high or crazy.
He's probably a wino.
Is pizza a thing? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Not in this America.
Might be. I don't know. Probably.
Let's go meet our new golf buddy.
Right?
I got a pair of golf clubs. I've always wanted to golf at the country club.
I've always wanted to hit somebody with these.
You remember that there weren't any golf clubs at his apartment or his house, or at his office or his house. Heading over to Frederick Pines' place,
Yep.
knocking on the door, there is no answer. Anyone can give me actually a sense trouble test.
I'll burn that.
It's not a burn. though. You
Just one
roll it.
or
I won't burn it.
It's a roll. Anyone can choose to do it.
I rolled a 4.
I'm going to spend 2
4.
points.
I have a new strat this time.
7.
No point spending until halfway through.
You notice as you pull up, it's the nice day. Pulling up, you guys are walking up to the door. You just catch in the corner of your eye an upstairs window. A curtain just went aside, like covering up again. So someone's clearly home, but they're not answering the door.
We know you're in there.
Are you gonna police knock? That'll
Yes.
be fun later.
And shouting up the window. We just want to talk to you.
So with the heavy knock,
Okay.
any response?
I'm gonna go
yeah.
around the back to make sure he doesn't try to.
Could I burn a
go
point
off
of
somewhere.
cop talk while I'm shouting to?
You don't have to spend a point, but yeah, you can certainly use that to certify you are a fact police officer. A man comes to the door. He just opens it slightly. Yes?
Hello, you're Mr. Johnson.
No.
No, you're Joey.
No.
Frank.
Wrong house. He closes the door.
No.
Stick your foot in it.
Yeah.
Wingtip in the door.
Stick your foot in the door.
Thump. Ow!
Right. Don't
You know
have those hard
Calhoun.
souls yet. Ah.
You know Calhoun.
Sorry. What? Who are you?
We're the police.
You got assess honesty?
Yeah, I'm gonna burn
0 points spent. This guy is terrified of you.
I'm not here.
You also recognize that's not Calhoun.
I'm not here to bust any kneecaps or hurt anybody or scream. I just know that you go golfing with him, and we're hoping for some information.
Right. Yeah.
Has he told you anything recently, or do you know where he might be at the moment?
No, I'm not sure. Now you can spend assess honesty.
Damn straight.
Bullshit!
Now, buddy, I am being nice right now. Please don't make me angry.
You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
I can't really talk about this. This isn't a good time. Could you come back later?
Something going on inside?
No.
Are you at home with your family?
Winky face.
No. What? I live alone.
Then why isn't this a good time?
I'm just busy. I have a lot of work to finish.
I'm gonna just like put my hand on my service pistol. Just be like in my bag, in my doctor's
Still have
bag.
your foot in the door?
Yes.
He will attempt to close the door as well and see you fingering a gun.
Kick it open.
Let's
get in
let's,
Please,
go.
Please leave.
No, let's go golfing.
No.
My schedule's open, and so is yours.
Please leave me alone. You're harassing me. I haven't done anything.
This is yet to be police harassment.
No, this is just police threatening.
Yes.
You want to see harassment? That comes later.
Can I burn a point of interrogation? Because I know he knows something.
Interrogation.
And I could take
You'd
him.
have to actually like drag him out downtown to do that, but you could.
Intimidation.
You could also spend that.
open the goddamn door.
You want to spend a point?
Yeah.
You're like sort of fingering your gun. Okay, don't hurt me, please. He steps away from the door. You can walk inside. Nicely furnished apartment.
There you go.
He
Sense trouble.
He appears to be fairly well off.
We're in.
Yeah, you could roll sense trouble.
It's a Unix system.
You wandered around the back of the building.
Fuck, I rolled a 1.
To make sure no one's wandering off.
Sure.
May I also sense trouble?
Yeah. And you can roll it.
I have 4.
5.
Am I doing that too?
In the back. Maybe. Trevor, you were done my drive, yes?
It's duty, yeah?
Yes. Just make sure. we need like horse blinders.
That was just me showing Cory a note.
Now, sir, Calhoun seemed to have an acquaintance, and we were wondering if you may have heard of this acquaintance from him, or if you may know this acquaintance.
By the way, getting the whole wrong name thing is not going to help in some of these situations.
Yeah. But this is his golf buddy, right?
Yes. Are we sure? We didn't get his name. What's your name?
Fred?
All right,
Yeah.
it is him.
See? I
You
know what
can't
I'm doing.
assume. You can't assume.
This is my job. I'm good at it.
No, you're not. Apparently, you're terrible.
You don't tell people that.
I'm the ME. I know you're horrible.
I'm not even technically part of the police. I'm just the guy who cleans up all your messes.
We've told you that that's not something you say in front of people.
Wait, what? Are you a? Ah, screw it. You're a deputy. That's what I'll say in my mind. Yeah, I'm gonna rationalize it.
You seem to be having a lengthy conversation between Trevor and Cory.
Anyway, we would like to know about those.
Hey, where'd that guy we had with us go?
I'll take a look.
You could actually roll stealth at this point.
I think I know where I'm going to put my 2
I hope
points
to
in.
God you succeed, because if we find out what
Do you
this
want to
is,
put your 2 points in that, and are you spending any of it?
Yes.
Spending one or both? Both. Okay. Alright, yep. That's what you needed.
anyway,
So yeah, where'd that dude go?
I'm gonna look around the back.
it doesn't.
You don't see anyone. There's a window on the second floor that's open, though.
Is there any way to climb up to there?
Yeah, you can give me an athletics check and try and climb up.
Wait, why don't you just call in and tell me to go to the second floor and check the window?
Oh, you ruined my fun. I wanted to climb up and fall on his ass. Like, why
Do
are you
that.
climbing the building? You can just check the
Say,
stairs.
hey, go check out this room.
0-point evidence collection spend in this apartment.
Yep.
It's very nicely furnished. Apparently this guy makes a decent living.
Okay.
It's
Now,
also not very well decorated, like there's a minimum amount of like artwork or anything like that. Apparently he's not the artsy type.
okay. So, could you explain to me why Mr. Calhoun goes golfing with you when he
James.
has no evidence
Mr.
of
Dalton, can you check
golfing?
upstairs?
Yep.
No
I go check
pictures or clubs or trophies?
I don't follow.
You keep scratching your beard like you're a detective from New York I knew.
He does not have a beard.
I'm gonna go upstairs and check the room.
He has a mustache.
Okay.
A thin mustache.
I go upstairs and check the room.
He looks possibly French, and therefore untrustworthy.
Yes. Goddamn.
Heading upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a window open here. It looks like a guest bedroom. The bed is unmade. It looks like someone was sleeping here. There's a footprint on the windowsill. Apparently someone went out the window.
I lean out the window and go, somebody climbed out!
Oh, climbed out. Crap.
You gotta hunt him down!
Do I hear this?
Yeah, they're shouting.
Put my hand on his shoulder. Who ran?
I want to speak to a lawyer.
Oh, I happen to be walking down the stairs at this time. Oh, you want to speak to a lawyer? Here's the DA! Now!
Oh, God.
Who ran?
I'm gonna look for...
He is going to try and bolt for the door. He is going to spend 2 athletics.
I'm gonna spend 3.
Scuffling check?
Spend 6. Sure.
I was gonna shoot him in the foot.
He nimbly slips out of your grasp and books it out the door.
Couldn't
He is
I
running
shot
down
him?
the street. He is making his way towards a car he parked outside.
Can I chase after him
Yep.
and shoot at the car?
Yeah, you can roll firearms to shoot at the car.
Try and take out the tire or the engine block or something.
Sure.
I will spend 3.
Sure. I really want them.
Can I find anything like evidence of where a person who recently escaped might have gone?
Do you have forensics or evidence collection?
Nope. That's a
You have
4.
outdoorsman, actually.
Yes, I do.
Cool. You can spend a point on that.
Yeah, sure.
I got there's footprints heading off into a neighboring yard. I got
All
2
right.
cents.
I chase after them.
Okay, I got a 4. 4? Alright. On a firearms test after spending 3? Yeah. Nice! You pepper the side of a car with bullets. He is going to get into the car and start it.
I was shooting whilst running. That is why that happened.
He is going to try and get the car going.
I'm gonna run over to the car.
3 points of fleeing. You get a 6. Okay.
I'm gonna try to get into the car.
Sure, that'll be athletics. Take that from
2.
You are nearly shot by him as you're running ahead.
God damn it, man!
You see me with my gun pointed. You run in front of my line of fire. Never do that.
How unprofessional!
The car is currently pulling away
Line of fire.
and making its way onto the street. What do you do?
We get into our car.
One of you can give me a driving test.
I got driving.
Sure.
I do also have driving. I'm gonna go shotgun.
Would you like to spend any points?
We'll spend 1 point.
Okay.
4.
Nice. You managed to keep pace with this car. You're both in the car, heading along. He is going to try and drive away.
Can we throw on a siren?
Yeah, you can throw on a siren. I'll reduce the difficulty of your checks by 1.
Sweet.
He is going to spend 2 points of driving and get a
Damn it.
8. So yeah, he's currently keeping out of pace with you. It looks like that siren you turned on is just causing people to turn out of also his way. But yep. What you guys like to do now?
Is there a shotgun in here?
Still keeping pace with him. There might be one in the trunk. You could try and climb out and get to it. But
I stomp on the gas and try to hit the back of his car when he takes a turn.
sure, give me a driving test.
I burn a point.
Okay.
6.
All right. You fishtail the side of his car. It spins out, and he starts driving essentially in the opposite direction.
Shit.
Although his car is damaged, he will spend his last point of driving.
Come on.
Get a 7.
Come on.
He's real motivated to get away from you crazy lunatics threatening him. He drives, he gets spun out and ends up driving across somebody's lawn and through a fence and into an adjoining property onto another road. Would you like to follow? They've already destroyed the fence.
Yeah. We got him on destruction of property.
Yes.
We
The
got him
guy's
on
looking out the window going,
And it is our duty to stop him from doing more damage. So we barrel right through.
I reloaded my pistol. I'm
me
like,
driving.
I got this time.
The siren will not help here.
I will burn another point. 3.
Alright. Trying to make your way around the house, the side of your car clips, gets caught on a bunch of the bits of fence stuck, and wedges into your tire, and your car essentially gets stuck as a post is currently driven into the ground between ground and your car is stuck as his car speeds away down a road out of sight.
Damn it.
So, meanwhile, you have... Where are you headed?
Is he in the car?
Him? No. Okay. He's very not in the car.
Yeah, we don't know the mystery here.
Let's see.
I think he went around the back and saw someone jump out the window, and then he gave chase, and I'm chasing after him.
I am going to hotwire a car.
That's my bad.
Drive about a mile away.
That'll be a mechanical repair job.
I'll spend 3 to do that.
Wouldn't that be electrical repair?
Either would work, probably.
I'll use electrical then.
Sure. Got a 4?
Yeah. That's 6 total.
Oh, okay. You have a thoroughly stolen car.
I'm going to drive a mile away, drop it off,
Okay.
walk over to...
You follow a series of footprints, 2 pairs of footprints, which make their way to a set of tire tracks, which leaves. Both sets of footprints disappear.
Damn it. Can I follow the tire
Radio in,
track?
put it on ATV.
If you want to run back your car, probably not that.
We have a... Fred what?
We give a description.
Doctor, his name.
I don't know his last name. We never got a last name.
It was in his address book. Frederick Pines.
Got it.
Putting
So,
all points bulletin for
while
Fred
driving, I want
Pines.
to ask, so what trouble did you get yourself
Fleeing
into?
from police. And destruction of property. Extensive destruction of property.
I'm not sure exactly. There are those people who are showing up in the front door. I don't know what they want. I just ran.
Well, I can tell you what happened.
Oh, I think that's what.
I love how he actually got to a suspect.
A girl
who actually apparently
was found
knows
dead in your bedroom.
What?
Yeah.
Who? Well, it wasn't Anna, was she?
Your maid, right?
Yeah. That was...
No. It was a.
He found Calhoun.
She.
Yeah. Why do you think Frederick freaked the fuck out and ran away?
Well, congrats.
So
We're doing my job better.
You are really terrible.
No. That's my fault. I got the blame there.
When I find this out, I should take a loss of sanity.
Alright, so I'm going to explain to the best of my memory about, generally what happened, what I can remember.
He will tell you he does not know who this Rebecca Fabler person is. He's never met her before.
She does.
Do you have assess on us?
I don't.
Yeah, sure. That could be true.
If only there was a full team of investigators.
Yeah, if only.
I have a hunch this will happen every time we play Trail of Cthulhu.
It happens every time you play any goddamn game.
We split the party way more here, though.
That's true.
Well,
There are also no golf clubs in Frederick's house.
Wait, sorry, 1 second. Just so we're all aware, we put an APB for Frederick,
Yep.
and also check the exits of.
Put up roadblocks?
Yeah.
Sure. Do any of you have, what the hell is that one? Cup talk that you want to spend?
I'll spend one time.
Sure. To get that all set up.
Yep.
I mean, I could have spent a point of credit rating.
well, I'm only driving about a mile before I ditch the car.
Sure. Yeah, you're currently basically just walking down the road. Anything else you'd like to ask? Here's he claims not to know that lady.
Bring him to us.
Wait, don't we also need an APB for him? He's a missing witness. APB for him as well.
Yes.
I love how he has 4 points in astronomy.
Carter Upton.
I'm a pilot.
Doesn't mean you need to do 4 points in astronomy. That's like a world-renowned expert.
I've lost my
astronomy.
math at some points.
I could see a point of you having 1 or 2. 4 is
Well,
impressive.
if you're piloting a boat.
Well, no. With how much bad luck he has, he's just always navigating by the stars. So
He's the only person in the known world who can navigate by the stars while flying a plane.
he still has a sextant, and it's just like,
It breaks every goddamn trip.
It's just misaligned all the time.
He doesn't actually own a sextant, he just makes one out of random crap he has lying around when he needs one.
It's a protractor and a telescope.
Tractor and a telescope sawed in
No,
half.
it's a binocular. Yeah, it's a binocular. You just cut it right down.
There are broken binoculars, protractor, and a string with a fishing weight on it.
Perfect.
Now, why exactly were you panicked about them showing up, though?
Oh,
I mean, come on, man.
Bean.
You can trust me on this. I got you
anyone would. Anyone would panic. I mean, a bunch of policemen come to your door, threatening your good friend, and listen. I appreciate this a lot. Do you need money or something? I can't. I have to go.
Can I just really say really quickly? Threatening's a strong word. I like to say motivating strongly. You know?
I prefer to say motivating with threats.
Yes.
Forceful motivation.
Yes, exactly.
I prefer the term motivating with suggestion of bodily harm.
Yes.
Who runs that motor thing again?
Are you asking me or her?
You.
Me? That is somebody that you don't know who runs it. It is called Bryson Motors.
Bryson Motors.
Yep.
And apparently they've been getting cheap. Not buying enough steel, right? So
Yeah. They buy less steel than you would expect, and they sell cheap cars.
I get it. The frames will suck.
Alright. Alright, I got one last question for you, and then I'll let you on your way. Is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah. Do you know anything about Bryson Motors?
Oh, so that fucker. Yeah. God damn it. What do you want to know about him? Guy who's single-handedly destroying my company?
Well,
Stupid, fat, handsome
so
bastard.
remember that girl that I was talking about? She essentially does accounting for a steel foundry.
Okay.
And they found a look at their books.
Oh, please tell me there's discrepancies in their books.
There is
I will pay you if there are discrepancies in their books.
There are
Extreme.
There is discrepancies.
Does he actually stand up and go, yeah?
He does go, I knew it! There's no fucking way you could possibly be doing that legally. You cannot sell pickup trucks for $100, which in 1930s is about half what a pickup truck would probably cost, which is an absurd discount.
Weird thing.
Was he stealing metal? Was he? What's wrong with him? Did they explode after a year? What? Come on, give me details.
He wasn't buying enough to be able to even make enough cars.
Okay, so he's either cheaping out on them, but I got my buddy to inspect their goddamn foundry all the time, like their stupid cars work. Maybe he's stealing the material?
Subtle GM
Is there
hands
any way I
hint.
could contact you? Is there any way I can contact you later if I end up with more information on this?
Yeah, I'm gonna need to stay somewhere else. Fred's a good guy, but he's not, I don't want to get him involved with this.
Ask him if the guy was actually out to get him, to ruin him, not just his company.
Was he in particular out to get you, or?
Dude, Robert Bryson?
Yeah.
I would assume so. I mean, I've been doing my level best to make his life a living hell.
Because he left the body in his house.
Well, he is probably going to be a suspect at this point. I mean, a body was found at your house.
Like, broke in and dumped someone dead in my house.
Well, there was no sign of the struggle inside, and
You recall there were also no signs of the break-in.
there's also no signs of the breaking. You still have your keys, do you?
Yeah. Takes out a ring of keys.
Was there a painting on the wall in the alleyway?
Said the spirit of players' questions.
I'm not going to ask that.
Okay.
If you really do need a place to hide out,
I'll just mention before he says anything, I'm going to walk over to his house because I think that'll be the first place he'll drive to.
yeah, that's what I was going to offer.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Pretend you didn't hear that though.
He thanks you and starts walking toward the nearest bus stop. What you doing after that?
I'm going to get lunch.
Good plan. You head over to the nearest diner. You guys, disappointed at your lack of pursuit, you've gotten a nice police cordon going on. Meanwhile, Geoffrey, you've driven over to the home of his good friend. Over to Howard Donovan's place. And you're just sort of sitting on the porch, this house across the street, just smoking a cigarette. Yeah. Eventually, a guy walks up. Yeah, that's Calhoun.
All right. I asked you. I'm assuming like
Did
I
these
was,
guys accompany you, or did you just do this yourself?
I went to go actually do the autopsy.
I made friends with like the neighbors or something.
Yep.
I asked to use their phone.
Sure.
All right.
One of the most useful ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I called
I
the
followed
police and let them know where he is.
Scant minutes later, a number of patrol cars arrive. A somewhat disheveled and worried-looking man, young blonde man, is dragged out of a house, thrown into a squad car.
Yeah.
You both receive word over whatever radio or like you have that Calhoun has been taken into custody.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't talk about us.
Do I get a point of stability?
Please. It's the 30s. If he talks, we make him shut up. We're cops.
Get back that point you saw from seeing a fat guy.
Should have seen that coming.
I was gonna mention it, but I was like, oh no, it's gonna sound like I'm just repeating after what he said. Alrighty then. So I guess we're doing an interrogation now.
Could very well do that, yeah.
Or we could find him.
Well, there's still an
Do we know where
APB
he
for
is?
him. There's still an APB for him, so they'll eventually find him and bring him in. Maybe.
Granted,
I mean, considering his drive, they're gonna find him.
You're eating some pie. A passing police officer stops up to use the bathroom. Stepping out, he's checking his glass at him and happens to recognize you.
It's O'Toole.
It's totally O'Toole. He actually just stopped by to vomit about something unrelated. You're starting to suspect he's not so much green as he has a serious gastrointestinal problem. He's actually just bulimic.
So
He's a bulimic detective.
as he's
That's how
about
he's so
to turn me in, I'm going to whoa. Before you do that, stop and have some pie first.
Would you like to bribe him with credit?
I was just going to bribe you with pie.
It costs money.
Alright,
You bribe him with enough pie to last a lifetime.
I'll buy him pie. This is pie eating music.
I'd like to emphasize that you're attempting to bribe one of my pillars of stability.
That he is. He is successfully bribing one of your pillars.
Fuck.
His stomach's very empty, and he does love pie. He loves it last on the way back up. He is a fan of pie, and he will stop and have a slice of pie. Says, so what are they even looking for you for anyway? I mean, they caught the guy, right?
Well, your friends were getting really angry and very scary, so I found the guy that they were looking
Jack's
for.
like that sometimes, but he's a good guy underneath. Not necessarily
So
Jack.
you know how people, you like how there's like these like
Well,
stories?
Jack is the person that's opposite. No.
Right, so you know this thing where people go like good cop, bad cop?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I decided to play a little good cop and get some information out.
What sort of stuff?
Whoa, I was good cop.
Cherry pie.
You are a bad cop in more ways than one.
I'll explain.
He's a bad cop because he's not a cop.
I'll reiterate everything that I've learned so far.
See?
As you're discussing various things, just, it's nice. I should probably take you into the station. Oh, hang on a second. There's a whole other slice of this. Keep talking. He gets a slice of apple pie. He puts some cheese on it.
Yeah, American cheese.
Yep. Cheddar cheese and apple pie.
It's disgusting.
It's a thing.
I know it's a thing. It just sounds so gross.
It's so gross, but it's a thing. My grandpa did that all the time.
It sounds horrible.
Like, why?
So I don't think he was done anything wrong. He was just really scared or something. So.
Oh, he didn't do nothing wrong. Why did he run away? Huh? Think about that. Innocent people don't run away.
I taught him that.
Well, would you run away if someone was at your door threatening your friend with a gun?
I'd probably just shoot him.
Yeah, well,
Taught him that
you don't
too.
have a gun at this point.
I don't have a gun.
Well, in
I always
this,
have a gun. It's right
in
here.
this situation, you're not actually a cop.
I don't understand.
My respect for O'Toole is going up.
I'm gonna teach him metaphors.
I don't understand. Did I get, like, kicked off the force or something? Also, how does that stop me from having a gun?
That's a good point. Why didn't he have a gun?
I hope to God nothing bad happens to O'Toole now.
He's one of those dirty pacifists. Lazy pacifists. Ain't fighting any wars. Cowards.
I have a feeling O'Toole did not fight a war. I don't think he would have. I don't think the contents of his stomach. He would have starved to death. The sheer volume of food.
You're a good man, O'Toole. You're a good man.
Ah, thank you.
Should I?
I already knew that, but it's good to hear it from other people.
It's good DDR
Brendan, you
music.
don't talk
It's not
to
good for
about that.
D&D.
Sure. Yeah.
This was on DDR machines I used to actually.
This is what I think might happen. So the guy named Robert Bryson, he's the guy that runs
The car guy.
Yeah, the
I
car
bought
guy.
a car from
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
They're real cheap.
Yeah. So
I hadn't broken down yet either.
think of this though. There was discrepancies in the girl's accounting ledgers, right?
What does she know?
But that girl was found in this guy's house.
Oh, were they stupid? Oh.
This guy, Bryson, has essentially been making this guy a living hell with his.
You just said something that doesn't make any sense.
Well, I'm just repeating
Bryson
what he's
has
saying.
been making this guy a living hell. That's not a sentence. Where did you go to school?
All right.
Not drunk, are you?
No,
You're supposed to take people in if they're drunk.
no, I'm not drunk.
That's good. You want to be drunk? You've been talking to cops long enough to know that could be a trap question.
Taught him that too.
I'm good. Still, tell your friend that you found out, like, information. Like, check out this Bryson Motors guys. He's probably not up and up.
Got any proof of that?
Well, the ledgers are enough proof, I think.
You know
where'd
they're
your
wrong.
partner go?
All that tells you is that he buys less steel from
Every time
this
there's a
company
corpse, he's off in the
than what he
washroom
expected.
vomiting his
He
guts
could
out.
just as easily be also buying from
New
someone
one,
else.
of course.
It's just a question of where the other source of it is. Because you know from what Calhoun told you, he's gotten inspections in the factory, repeated inspections. So it's not that he's cheaping out on material.
It's not cheaping out material. It's just we don't know
would
what
mean
the
that-
sources.
It would suggest that he has some other supply of metal.
Or magic.
Could be.
I guess I could call it a hunch.
Yeah, those hold up in court. Anyway,
Infesting the world
thanks for
with
the pie and all, but I should probably bring you in. They probably want to talk to you. Just debrief you and whatnot. I mean, they got the guy. It's not like they're going to arrest you. You know that that's never stopped you from getting arrested. Alright, we're looking for a Hispanic woman. Yeah, just arrest that guy. Damn it! Why must I have such flawless flowing locks?
They accidentally volunteer him for like one of those lineups when they don't have enough people.
Yeah.
It's that dude.
And then he gets picked out of it because the witness is the one who actually killed the guy. He just picks someone at random. Eyewitness testimony. Still considered evidence. For some fucking reason. Anyway, you gonna fight the cop or are you gonna go to the station?
I'm gonna go to the station.
Alright.
Hey, you're looking a little queasy there. Do you want me to drive?
That might be best.
Did O'Toole just let him drive the cop cruiser?
Yes.
I didn't teach him that.
Nope. He's still green. May not have actually gone to an academy. Also, why would he do anything? He bought a pie. Clearly he's a nice guy. Nice guy who stole a car. But never mind that now.
Oh, they don't know that.
No, they don't. Meanwhile,
I didn't, steal it. It just displaced it.
I just displaced it a mile down the road after using it without permission. Not like stealing, more like borrowing without permission. Yeah. Anyway, you two are at the police headquarters. Eric Calhoun is sitting in an interrogation room.
I brought him in.
Looking unhappy. Yep. You are also there, yep. What would you like to do? The contents of his pockets include a wallet with his ID in it, ring of keys, pocket knife, pack of gum, pack of smokes, lighter. Nothing particularly untoward.
Is there anything on his shoes that would identify to the crime scene?
To the crime scene, he lives there. You don't need evidence to tie him to the crime scene. He lives at the crime scene.
I more so meant the red paint.
No, there's no paint on him anymore.
Okay.
So, Mr. Calhoun, tell us about...
What is this about?
Why don't
Many
no,
things.
we'll ask the questions here, okay? Now, why don't you tell us about what happened your past day?
I'd like an attorney.
How's your golf swing?
Fine.
Well,
Where are we on that attorney?
He's lowering up.
Yes, he is.
All right.
Waiting a while, an attorney
can I burn a point of interrogation?
You could burn something to try and convince him he doesn't need an attorney. Or you could spend cop talk to throw bullshit and suggest he doesn't get one.
I got 4 points in intimidation and
That would also
5 points in...
Interrogation. How about I'm like, okay, look, there's a body in your house. I am convinced you didn't do it. Convince me I'm right.
The DA would have an easy time convicting.
You don't tell the suspect information. That's the whole point of we ask the questions.
Don't tell me how to do my job. Do I tell you how to stitch up people?
I think
Except
you
that
suck
one
at
time.
that too.
Do I come to where you work and knock the dick out of your mouth?
That line.
Anyway, Calhoun is watching you two bicker in the interrogation room. He suspects you're new at this. Looking up, you're a police detective, so you have access to police records.
Yep.
You know that Eric Calhoun has never been convicted of any particular crime. No priors, as it were. He is unmarried. He's 30 years old. Lives alone in a house.
Okay, so I'm just going to reassure him that he doesn't need a lawyer because a woman is found dead in your house right after she finds out some fishy business of your chief rival. I'm going to say this is rather suspicious. I just want to know what you know.
Chief rival, who do you mean? Keep in mind, he knows stuff from having talked to him. He's trying to act like he doesn't. He's trying not to say something he shouldn't know.
Bryson Motors.
Bryson Motors.
Yeah, Robert Bryson. He's been putting my rail out of business.
Has it gotten personal?
I guess you could say that. You spent
Yes.
Okay. I was trying to think, like, he wouldn't admit to doing that. Like, he's not just going to blankly admit to exploiting political connections to fuck over a business rival.
Hey, that is perfectly legal under the American system.
If you want, I could burn a point of interrogation, slam the letters down. We know you've been talking to him.
Yeah, if you present it with letters, he'll tell you, that's,
Government corruption isn't as bad as murder in my book.
On the way.
Yeah, that's Governor Leslie. We're friends. He's been helping me out with some legislation about the automotive industry. Putting the rails out of business, and we all know those things are rolling death traps. I mean, you don't even need any kind of certification to drive one, which is true. Actually, at this point, you don't need a license to drive a car.
A death machine. Got it.
Yep, rolling murder mobile. We all know those things are a public safety hazard. People get run over all the time. I was just trying to get firmer legislation put in for inspections and licensing and all the important things to preserve the safety of the people of our country.
Calhoun.
I believe you believe that.
That sounded rehearsed.
I believe you believe that.
I've heard my fair share of bullshit. That's...
Technically, nothing you said is a lie.
That was primo. Now look, you could have checkmated him 2 moves earlier. You're not as good of a... You are a worse liar than you are a chess player.
But I mean, it doesn't do well to have the guy you're asking favors from. You let him win.
I'll give you that.
There's one thing of note. Is it possible I could pick up my own lawyer on the way over to the police station?
Yeah. I just need to make a quick stop at some random guy's house. I guess. Does he have a bathroom I can use?
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to burn a point of cop talk to convince him that, damn it, you're not getting a lawyer.
Sure.
No, he's already not getting a lawyer. He was Calhoun. You don't need to burn that because he reassured.
Yeah, he did reassurance to convince him that lawyer. Why would he need a lawyer? He's not a suspect. Yeah, he will tell you that Bryson Automotive Motors. He's been trying to get proper certifications and inspections levied against them, and he can imagine how someone might take that personally.
Like, the question is, would Bryson
just business?
Would Bryson frame you for murder to get you out of the way?
Yes.
Why would
I don't really know him personally, but yes.
So why would he frame you for murder?
Just say exactly that.
Has he done anything else, like, to discredit you or your business?
No, not particularly. I mean, he's fought legislation against me, obviously. He tried to have he was trying to get the railroad workers union to make demands and kick up trouble, but managed to get that put down easy enough.
Did you know the girl?
Who? Did you actually give him a name?
We did not.
Show her a picture.
Yeah, he caught that one.
Picture?
Nope. This looks kind of familiar.
Because if I was going to frame my enemy for murder, I would make sure that the dead person was somebody he knew.
She's pretty. You have a sus honesty?
I do.
Yes.
He doesn't really think she's pretty.
Okay.
Is that a point?
No. If you want to spend a point this time,
Yep. Damn it, there's something you're not telling me.
that's not what this is. He's actually. What do your characters actually look like?
I look like Timothy Dalton.
I don't actually know who that is.
One of the James
He was one of the James Bonds. He have you seen Hot Fuzz?
No.
I look like Bigby Wolf from Fables.
Nice.
Nice.
I look like Martin Freeman.
He looks like Mr. Bean.
No, we've established this. He looks like Frank Zappa, an Italian Charles Manson.
Oh yeah, you show me the picture.
That picture is great. It's like Frank Zappa looking stoned out of his goddamn mind. Looks like he just woke up in a dumpster next to a beach. Okay. The assess honesty spend, you notice he's actually eyeing this guy more than he's eyeing the picture of the lady.
What are you looking at?
So
This gentleman might be a gentleman who likes other gentlemen.
I think I got
I'm
it.
guessing you do
May
a lot of...
explain why he has several golfing appointments listed in his itinerary, despite not owning golf clubs.
I was about to insinuate
Yeah.
something about swinging.
And it's also when I asked the maid, is it possible that he was seeing other women? Oh God, no.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, she's just like, no. So apparently his maid was aware of it too,
Okay.
and didn't mention it.
Okay.
Although that's not that surprising, given
Now-
that it is legal.
Now we are well aware that you swing left-handed.
I don't follow. I'm right-handed.
I'm tapping. Do you know a euphemism for poof? I can't think of it.
He says it loud enough for him to hear.
He is going to get very quiet at that point and request a lawyer again.
Well, I'm trying to say it politely.
You're under arrest for buggery.
I don't think that's a thing at this point.
Yes,
It is?
sodomy is illegal in America at this point. Yes,
Oh.
you
shit.
can totally arrest him just for being gay.
Well, good thing he's in the station.
You would have to prove he's gay, but yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be the rookie on that police force for that sting operation. All right, you're going undercover.
Literally undercovers.
You're a trooper.
You're literally going undercovers.
Okay, we've reached our minimum of maturity.
Horrible jokes, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a good point to stop it, right?
That'd be a decent place to cut here, buddy.
Yeah.
You have discovered that the lady mysteriously in his house, dead, was evidently planted there. You're still not sure how she was planted there.
Yeah.
No signs of forced entry or the like. You also know there's still that weird paint on the wall. Not sure why someone would paint the wall. Tales of ghosts and whatnot. Always with the ghosts. And you have also discovered that, he would have no reason to have a pretty lady over at his apartment. Frederick Pines is still on the run. And will probably continue to be on the run for a while.
You know, honestly, what we could do is just have him. If he admits to it, he's basically out of a murder charge.
Well, you know what? It kind of looks like we've gotten all the info we could out of him so far.
Yes.
Well, just one last question.
Oh God.
During the last night, was there a painting on the
Alley wall.
alley wall?
Yes.
No?
Because
I
there was
wasn't at home.
there was some red
staying
paint
with
left
my
on her
friend.
shoe.
Okay then. All right. I think that was.
He is adamant that Frederick is merely his friend, his good buddy.
Yes. I got it.
Don't worry, we're gonna let you go. Stay in town. We may have to
Your
talk.
supervising detective officer will demand to know why the fuck you're letting a murder suspect go.
He's no longer a murder suspect.
On what grounds? Because if you tell your
hasn't-
boss it's because he's gay, he's gonna say then arrest him for that.
He's got an alibi. He was staying with his friend.
The problem is,
can
I'm
do
doing too much player knowledge
You
because
can
I
give
know.
me a cop talk, Spen.
He's got an alibi. He was staying with his friend.
Yeah,
He's currently.
cop talk for that.
Who
Cop
we-
talk. He had an alibi,
All right, sure. Spend a point for that. Yep, you can get Calhoun out.
but we may have to ask you some questions later if need be.
That's fine.
Just don't run next time. or else you may not be able to play golf with your buddies again.
Just because we live in an era in which things like this can happen doesn't mean we have to contribute to them.
No, you don't. Bunch of sympathizers, eh? You all suffer 1 point of anachronism damage. You're not racist and sexist.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
You're not homophobic.
I have been plenty racist this whole session.
That is true. I'm not seeing enough sexism and homophobia.
I'm an equal opportunity hater.
I hate all races equally.
I think you're all jerks.
No, I think he and I were the only ones who figured out he was gay. I think he's a raging homophobe, and I'm just a raging sexist. So we got all our things.
You got each of the bases covered.
We just sort of split a typical 1930s person into 3 people.
It's about an hour in, just FYI.
Kind of.
No, for your ears' sake.
It's no good to warn me of that now. It's
But
already
be
happened.
aware in editing. Hour in.
I'll notice the giant wall of bullshit when it appears in the editor.
Right.
I'll be like, why did I do that?
All right.
And there'll be a pause of like 2 seconds where there's no audio because it tried to correct for the noise.
And then the protracted conversation about the meta of audio.
Yep. Which has been removed and therefore makes no sense to anyone listening.
I still think you should make a track of the things you cut sometimes.
I do. At the end of episodes, there's a tone, and then sometimes there's bits that I cut out.
Okay.
Most of what I cut out is just clicks, pops, noises, or the sound of coming from Brendan, who does that every time before he says something. I'm serious, it's every fucking time.
Okay. I will be more aware of this.
You don't have to. Alright, it's just I always know. As soon as I hear that, Brendan's about to say something.
So, with the heavy knock,